Welcome back to our daily show as our end of the year is continuing. Beth, we just saw you a couple of weeks ago, and now, as promised, the extended conversation all about the Edwardsville Art Center and just taking a look back at 2024 and kind of seeing what's coming down the horizon for all of us here in the region. And right off the bat, we were talking before we just started hitting record, and it seems like things are looking pretty good right now, Beth.
Yep, everything's coming together for the end of the year. We're wrapping everything up and preparing our planning for 2025. And we have lots of great programming coming forward. So we're very excited about that.
Well, and now take me through just some of the sights and sounds of 2024. I know that it was a busy year and there was so much that you guys had to kind of manage the last couple of years and really be organized with. And it seems like not patronizing y'all, but really managed it the best way possible for, so many great causes really going forward.
Thank you. Yeah, so we had some new challenges this year with the change of space. So we moved out of the Edwardsville High School in May and transitioned into the Montclair Fireplace also in May, and had 1 month to get everything prepared for summer. But we managed to have a really full summer schedule with lots of classes and outreach programs through the community. We dove right into and held the 2024, which was our 10th annual Edwardsville Art Fair. And then at the very last minute, we decided that it would be a great opportunity to dive in and reignite the Art East program that had been in hibernation for about 12 years. So it was a great way for us to reconnect to artists in the community and provide opportunities for them to be exposed and to sell at the end of the year. Especially because the new space at Montclair doesn't allow us to have exhibition space. So that was really important for our mission to get back involved with our artists.
Well, and there's so much I want to kind of tackle on that side of things too, and how you utilize, going into those different locations and creating this event. Because I think too, for the artist, it seems like there's a comfortability of being in one's own space, especially when they're, in their creative expressions. And it seems like a really good opportunity to explore the sights and sounds of artists in a different way. That's kind of more of a personal, I don't want to say intimate, but almost is. I mean, you're seeing kind of the behind the scenes, the Leonardo da Vinci workshop, if you will, of so many of these folks.
Absolutely. It gives you a really great insight into
Yeah.
the mind of an artist, where their inspiration is coming from, what's surrounding them if you're visiting one of their private studios. It also is bringing awareness to how much art and talent is in our region, in addition to the plentiful amount of art organizations that are supporting art programs, creative programs, and our local artists.
Well, and also with that too, you all have been able to do this in a way that, in a budget that's really impressive. I mean, there's, arts don't get it seems like the grant opportunities that maybe sports tourism or some of the infrastructural programs get. And that comes with it. Folks don't realize marketing budgets are built out of those grants and so many ways to get the word out. So, how important was it for you all to do this and really be successful in a way that really didn't break any banks, that really kept you, on target? Because that's where I find this the most impressive, is that it was done in a way that, couldn't really be done if it was done by anyone else. I mean, with you and local art centers around managing the same issue.
Yeah, so absolutely. The arts are always struggling for funding. To be able to provide these programs, it is really important for us to get that message out into the community. And as you know, marketing is very expensive.
Hmm.
But in addition to just, having people to coordinate and organize, the the reliance that we have on our sponsors and our grant providers is tremendous, and we're
Yeah.
so grateful that we have community members that are willing and businesses that are willing to support our efforts for the community to bring forward these opportunities. We have a wonderful institution Illinois Art Council that provides some granting opportunities, which was what seeded the Art East through the Catalyst Grant Fund, which was wonderful. We have tremendous sponsors for our art fair, for our Artini, and in the future, we'll be looking for sponsorships for Art East to be able to manage to continue growing that program, as well as we have, members and individual donors and organizations that donate just to an organization so that we can continue to offer programming to the community.
Well, and it's vital programming too, and really provides so many opportunities and options for folks that really want to grow in their perspective, creative field. And what I think is so fascinating, and you really, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, have more of a finger on the pulse for this than I do. That's good to hear. Honestly, I love the fact that you're busy. But
Sorry.
no, don't worry about it. That's what makes the show fun. But there's so many artists right now around this region. It's in St. Louis, it's in Illinois, it's up in St. Clair. It's really cool though, because the art it's not just the same thing. Not everyone's in painting or in creating sculptures. It's a variety of these really cool creative fields that make up this bigger picture. And the way that you guys are trying to showcase that is really helpful. I mean, these artists need every chance they can to really get their name out there.
Absolutely. And that's a big part of our interest, is to bring awareness to what's happening on the Metro East side. There's loads and loads of opportunities for viewing art. And over on the St. Louis side of the river, they get a lot of funding opportunities, just a much larger population. But what we have for talent and people who are appreciative of arts and art organizations who are really working hard to provide opportunities and create an art culture within our own communities is huge on this side. And so that is absolutely one of the things that is our goal, is to bring awareness to what is available on the Metro East side and to provide opportunities for artists over here so they don't feel like they have to go outside of their home base to get support.
100%. And that keeps going back to a bigger picture, because I go and talk to area schools when I get the opportunities to, and really love doing that and talking to, different business councils. I'm sure that, other people do. But, gone are the days where I feel like you really have to go to those big cities to make it. With what technology is doing now, and yeah, we talk about the bad side of things with it, but with what you could do with the new AI stuff and with tech, it could really help your office stuff and an admin to really let someone be more creative and give them time and create that platform and the destination here. It's like, we always try to recreate things. We want to, be the next Kansas. Well, Kansas was only Kansas because it was Kansas, and we're only going to be the Metro East because we're the Metro East. So let's really put that on the map. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very exciting. It's exciting to be a part of a community that's full of your culture.
Well, and with the end of the year stuff coming right around the corner here too, how can we contribute? Is it 501c3? I'm guessing, where we can really thank you on when April comes around the corner too for that line of stuff too. So if we're in that kind of transitionary period, we're making those decisions. How do we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can support the Art Center. We take funding through online. You can go to Edwardsville.artcenter.com. There's a option to support, so you can donate directly online for that easy access. You can also send us a check to the Edwardsville Art Center at 340 Montclair Avenue in Edwardsville, Illinois. Your support goes directly into programming and operation costs, which is so essential to being able to offer what we offer at the Art Center. Additionally, there are opportunities to sponsor any events and organizational programming. And so just reach out to us. You can email me directly at director at edwardsvilleartscenter.com to start those discussions.
Well, and now with that being said too, I know you guys are busy in 2025, and we're going to touch base on some of those projects here in a second, but if someone's saying, hey, I'm watching Beth right now, I love what they're doing, I keep hearing about them, I've gone to a few events, let's partner up, I think we could make a really cool event. Are you guys open to that? Because I'm not trying to put you on the spot and go, oh yeah, call me, and then you guys are so busy as it is.
Yeah, certainly. We have to be very mindful of the amount of programming versus the minimal amount of staff that we have.
Right.
But we love collaborating with communities. We collaborate for our satellite galleries with some of our public spaces. So, we do shows at a handful of public spaces around Edwardsville and Glen Carbon, which we can talk about later. But also, we are getting ready to participate in a program called Empty Bowls through the Metro East Rotary. They are, we're donating handmade bowls to their cause. They're raising money
That's
to
really cool.
for food. Yeah,
That's
for the
really
community.
cool. Well, and how important is it to be an active member of the community that way too, on top of it? Is that kind of part of the mission of the art center as well?
Well, certainly, yeah. Any way that we can expand art reach
Hmm.
is essential to our programming, and those collaborations are really important to expand our base, but also to provide these opportunities to a variety of people that we may not be able to reach within our own unique structure. And so, additionally, we do community events in the summer. There's a lot of community opportunities over at City Park. We bring forward arts and crafts for free to the public. So, we're always trying to reach out. We're always trying to bring opportunities for people to get creative and make it accessible to a diverse population of people.
Well, and I think it's so important too, and I hope more of a conversation happens with this, with maybe some of the grants that are available for mental health side of things, because arts and mental health, I think, go hand in hand in so many avenues, because it doesn't matter if you practice your mental health skills or you're brand new to it. Being around the arts and finding that that interest really could go a long way, and there's so many studies that indicate that too. And whenever you're working with folks and you're at these city park events, or they're stopping by, can you gather that sense of kind of just calmness, that sense of peace, whenever, regardless of the craft, the task, whatever it is, it's working?
Absolutely. It engages the mind in such a positive way. So it is very important. And we've had students come to us and tell us how important it was that this programming came available
Oh.
to them, whether it was free programming or paid programming. Having that release and that outlet for them has been incredibly impactful for their lives. And art just brings so much joy, right? Like,
Right.
it's a way to express yourself outside of your daily routine, for sure.
Well, and as we're gearing up for 2025, I think it's always a good time to kind of reflect and talk about how we can help ourselves as that new year flips over. And so many find that interest in the arts, and to go and stop by an Edwardsville Art Center and learn more and see local artist works and get inspired and be a part of it. It's a great kind of way to really kickstart that opportunity too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a variety of very cool programming that is coming forward for 2025.
Well, and now let's talk a little bit about it, if it's okay. Tease us, if you will. What can we get excited about? Maybe put a mental note in the calendar to start keeping our eyes out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Our biggest programming is our education programming. We offer a variety of classes to the public here at the Edwardsville Art Center. We have a huge amount of children's courses that really focus on the development of skills and are designed to challenge children at their developmental age group. They can explore painting and drawing and pottering and paper arts. Classes are running year round, with our heaviest amount of classes running in the summer for kiddos. We do summer camps and stuff that really engage and give us a lot more time and one-on-one with those kiddos. We also offer a variety of adult classes. We just expanded our ceramics programming,
Oh,
so
wow.
you can explore clay in hand building formats or
I
wheel
always
throwing
found
formats.
ceramics fascinating. Sorry, I just
No,
that
no,
is
go
really
ahead.
such a fascinating feat or field, because I was always one that I loved the way the final product and the process of it. But I'm telling you, Beth, not a good ceramics guy.
It just takes
That's
practice.
right.
Absolutely super fun to play in the mud.
Really cool. And didn't mean to cut you off there. Is there a few more?
Yeah, so our classes for adults are formatted in two different ways. One is a foundational component, so it's a 46-week intensive, but also we have
Wow.
opportunities for people who are just looking to explore a different medium or have a one night sort of experience. And so those are our one shot classes as well. We offer programming in drawing and painting. Um, excuse me. We offer birthday parties as well as opportunities for private events. So groups of friends and family can get together and do a private class in any of those mediums, as well as opportunities for businesses to engage clients or their employees through private events as well.
That's
So that's education. Yeah.
I really like the fact though that you have those one shots and then you have that really, the intensive ones for everyone's kind of passion level and interest level and time level too, and who's available. And
Yeah.
how do you see the programs kind of growing? Have they grown throughout the years? Have you seen some really good results from these?
Absolutely. In 2023, we were able to really focus on the education development. It actually had a 55% increase,
Wow,
which was wonderful.
that's incredible.
Yeah, and even with our hiatus for a month with this transition, we have we in addition to that 55% that happened in 2023, we've had an 18% growth in the programming available here at the Art Center in this new
Wow.
location. So it's really exciting to see the community support in these and the opportunity for us to widen our base and reach more and more people.
Well, and it's truly incredible because talking with you today, I didn't expect increases because obviously, the transition and just common sense being common sense, just obvious, you'd think, oh, it's going to be down. But what's that mean to you and the entire center as a whole, knowing, truly the community did, in fact, rally behind you and then some?
Yeah, it's really important, and it's also very inspiring
Yeah.
for us to continue the efforts because we're a small staff. It takes a great deal of work for us to be able to bring forward all of the programming that we bring forward. It is a lot for our staff, but we're very passionate about what we do. We love it that we can provide these opportunities to the community. And it's inspiring to see people really connecting with us.
Well, and Beth, with that being said, too, I know that Art Teeny's coming around the pipeline, but real quick, I just want to follow up on Art East. Was it a successful event?
It was.
Really good.
We anticipated it being a fairly small event, but we really pushed heavily on advertising. Artists had really great turnouts, and we're excited about this program to grow and move forward in the future.
Really cool. Congratulations on that too. And now, what's the first big one of 2025?
First big programming of 2025 is going to be Artini,
Really
which
cool.
is a very exciting event. It is a cocktail competition that celebrates the fusion of art and mixology. We have 8 local restaurants that are participating this year. We're hosting it at the N.O. Nelson building.
That's a good spot.
Edwardsville. So these restaurants will choose an artwork of their choice, and they'll utilize that artwork as an inspiration to build a unique cocktail. And then attendees get the opportunity to vote on
That's cool.
which is the best cocktail of the evening. Additionally, we'll have live artists producing work that night, and those pieces will be auctioned off at the end of the evening, along with some silent auction items that have some very cool interactive experiences, as well as items to utilize for excitement and enjoyment. And then music and appetizers. Tickets are on sale now. The event is March 8th. From 6 to 10 p.m. So it's super fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's impressive. I mean, I don't know if you got a script in front, but that's 3 months out, and you had every detail there pretty much ironed out.
Yeah, we got to get it nailed. We juggle so many things here. It's important for us to keep our pins in order.
Well, and it really is, and that's, I think, so much of the success of this is it's the artists and everybody involved, but also you have to be organized when you're running a small train here and you're hitting major cities. So it's that, but also too, can we still be a part of it if there's businesses that say, hey, we would like to sponsor, we'd like to be a part of Artini?
Absolutely. Sponsorships are open. We have information about sponsorships online on our Artini event page at Edwardsvilleartcenter.com. You can also reach out to me directly at the director at Edwardsvilleartcenter.com email address, or call our location. Yeah, we're absolutely still open and looking for sponsorships for Artini because the event completely supports the operations and programming at the Art Center. All the proceeds come back to us.
Very important. And now, with that being said, too, in 2025, I know that you're using satellite space right now. Is there a plan to find a bigger a spot for you, or is it just not in the cards right now?
No, absolutely. We're actively seeking whatever our future location is going to be. The space that we're in at the Montclair Firehouse is temporary.
Okay.
We have about a year and a half left in this lease. And so we are actively seeking whatever our future location is going to be for a stronghold. Yeah. And in the future, we anticipate finding a space that allows opportunities both for our education program to continue and grow, as well as space for a gallery to exhibit local artists.
That's really cool. And now, if there's anybody out there watching this today that has the spot for Beth in the Edwardsville Art Center, time to give them a call.
Yeah, please do.
Really cool. And Beth, is there anything else before I let you go that you'd like to fill our audience in on?
Yeah, we have additional programming coming forward. We have free Saturday art classes for kids
Wow.
happen here at the center. Those it's limited spots, so you need to register for those classes. But those openings come Wednesdays, the night before or the week before Saturday's class happens. So take advantage of that. Keep an eye out for all the programming that's going to happen over the summer. Keep in mind the 2020 fair, Edwardsville Art Fair is coming again.
That is
September
huge.
26th
What have you guys
28th.
done to that thing? That thing's become the Super Bowl of art fairs around. It's not being
Yeah.
funny about it. I mean, just to see the engagement level is just incredible.
Well, it goes back to that's community support.
Yeah.
Look at how much the community is supporting these sort of events and our artists. It's a really exciting event to be a part of for sure.
Wow. Well, don't let me stop the train. Anything else for new programming? Sorry for that.
No, that's okay. And then Art East, we are yet to determine what the date is going to be for 2025. There's the potential there may be a spring date, but definitely again in the late fall, early winter. So, watch our website and follow us on Facebook. That's where you're going to see
Absolutely.
the most up to date information on programming.
Well, we'll link everything for your social media's website, and with upcoming events too. I'll make sure the news team does link that on the online article. So that way, folks at home, if you're watching today, the article will come out just in a couple of minutes because we're taping these shows ahead, so I can get a little bit of a break. But Beth, let me be honest with you. This is a little bit more hard work than just kind of coming into the studio. But we'll link everything today, and we'll make sure that you guys have a way to really get this information. Support the Edwardsville Art Center. And Beth, seriously, keep up the great work. It's been incredible to talk with you. And anytime you need to share anything with us, you're more than welcome to do so.
Appreciate that. Thanks for having us.
No problem. I hope you have a great rest of the holiday season. We'll talk again in 2025.
Okay, have a great holiday.
We'll take a quick
Okay.
break. Oh, sorry. We'll take a quick break. More of our daily show comes right around the corner right after this in the heart of the 618.